Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 5, and today I am joined by
Christy,
Brian,
Dylan.
Let's do another turn. So
That's Philip.
yeah, I'm Philip.
on the left.
Yeah,
or the right, depending on which camera they're looking at.
whichever way.
Probably
So
right.
we just got back from Texas Frightmare. Had a blast. Me and Christy drove, and Diamond Jim Brady over here flew.
It was nice.
So
Yeah.
so we had a good time.
Yes, we did. Yeah, it was a lot of fun coming back to Texas Frightmare. Things were a little bit different. The hotel was remodeled, I noticed. And did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, new carpet and stuff. And they kind of set things up a little bit differently this year. I would say probably about more than 50% of what normally attends Texas Frightmare was there. It was pretty busy. Good guests, good vendors, good cosplayers. Got to see all of our friends and horror family that we've met at Texas Frightmare before, or fans of the store or whatever. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. No trouble getting there. It was pretty organized. Load in and load out was good.
Mm-hmm.
Got to see a bunch of people. So
Loadout was especially good.
yeah.
Yeah, we did really well, honestly.
Was it better than
Spirits?
Spirit?
Oh,
Yeah.
As far as like, just, I mean, because
Well,
we
we-
brought like 9 totes worth of stuff, and we came home with like 4. So we
Yeah.
definitely got rid of our
Yeah.
stock pretty well.
So we didn't have anything to load back up, really.
Yeah, it was
Small stuff.
And we
really
sold our
easy.
T-shirts really well.
Yeah,
So that was really popular, our T-shirts. And Ashy Slashy puppets.
Yeah.
yeah. Ashy
Was-
Slashy puppets.
Go figure. Who knows?
Man, that's the product.
Yeah.
Everybody likes those.
Yeah, those. So I think we brought a whole bunch, and at the end of the day, or the first day, we only had 1 left, and then like the first transaction of the next day was the last
Yep.
one.
Yeah.
It was like we were taking bets, like how long until this Ashy Slashy's gone, and yeah, we opened up to VIPs, and they came in and it was like, I'll get the Ashy. We're like, all right,
Yep.
cool.
Yep. Done with that.
Yeah. And then we didn't. Then we moved all the pops that were like on the bottom up to the top, because all the Ashies were gone, and then everyone bought all the pops. Like the first day, they couldn't see the pops, so
Yeah.
it worked out because then we got rid of all the pops too.
Yeah, that was really.
Yeah. So we had all the popular pops back in stock. Michael Myers and Freddy and Jason, Tiffany and Leatherface. And so, of course, those do well. But we hadn't had them in almost a year, I think.
Yeah.
So there's a whole new group of people that are started collecting, and so yeah, there was times where we would sell every single one of them in one sale. So so that was good. And then we
The They Live pops too that
Yeah.
just came
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Everyone was
those
buying
sold
those
really
because
well.
it's the first time people had seen them.
John Nada and
The alien.
the Alien did really well. And then I think we all spent about as much money as we made. Other booths.
I spent a little money.
What did you get?
I got a really cool shirt from Licks, and then I got the Fly Movie Maniac figure.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun. And then, of course, I had to hit the movie booths. Dylan did too.
Yep.
Severin, Vinegar Syndrome, and Arrow, and I got movies at all 3, of course. Had to. Then I got a couple gifts from people. My birthday's coming up, so I had a couple people give me some gifts, and I don't know, I think that's all I bought, really. I didn't go too crazy like
Yeah.
usual. I mean, we're just too busy with the booth. I didn't go too
Yeah,
crazy.
I was jealous of your copy of The Fly that you got too, because I have that, but yours was the only one I've ever seen where the plastic wasn't all yellowed.
Yeah.
Every copy of the Fly figure I've seen, you can't even see the figure. It's like so yellow, and yours was like almost as clear as this.
Yeah.
That's why I ended up getting it, because I know a lot of them are like that. I have a
Yeah.
Chucky one that's kind of yellow and
Yeah.
stuff. So that's what made me buy that one compared to what other ones they had there, because the packaging was really well. So
I would have bought that if I'd seen it, even though I already have it.
it was cool. And you got this really cool
Oh, yeah.
shirt. Let's show everybody this
Yeah,
shirt,
that shirt
because
is
that's the best
awesome.
shirt ever.
And it's true.
Yeah. If you think Halloween 3 sucks, it's because Tom Atkins fucked your mother.
Exactly.
Which,
it's
That's
a
the
true
best shirt
statement.
ever, y'all.
and I heard you met your idol,
I did
Mr.
get
Atkins.
I did get to meet Tom Atkins. It was super cool. The first 2 days, I mean, he always had a line, and the first 2 days, we were busy with setting stuff up. Like obviously, the first day we were setting up, and then the second day, we kind of rearranged the booth, and then so I didn't have any time before we opened to go over there. So every time I tried to go over, the line was too long, and I couldn't just not be at the booth for like an hour because we were really busy. If Philip doesn't die.
Damn.
Your eyes are all watery.
I went down the wrong way.
But yeah, so
Sorry,
I went
Mark.
at like 30 minutes before even the VIPs got in or whatever. Like as soon as the vendors were allowed in, I went and got in line, and he showed up like 5 minutes later, and it was freezing cold because it was really cold.
It was cold the whole weekend.
And so he was just really funny. It was just like we were talking, and like mid conversation, he was just like, "God damn, it's cold." And it was just like really funny. It like caught me off guard, but it was really funny. And then he was super cool. I talked to him for like 15 minutes or so, and he wouldn't take my money for the autograph. I think mostly because there wasn't a line where other people could hear him, like give out free autographs all the time. But he just said it was a pleasure talking to me, and just wouldn't take my money. So it was a really cool experience. And that's the only actor I've ever cared to get a signature from, and so it was a really, really cool experience.
Yeah, I'm glad you did do that.
Yeah.
I encourage Dylan to go do that because I've met him twice.
Yeah.
And I know Dylan really loves Tom Atkins and Halloween 3 just like I do. So, yeah, I'm really happy you got to do that.
Yeah, me too. It was awesome.
Yes, I was quite jealous of you.
Yeah. You've met him before.
I have met him before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very nice.
So
and
nice.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best ones out there.
Yeah,
And
he's super
tons
cool.
of good movies.
Oh yeah, I like every single movie that he's in. Like, it's really cool. Well, maybe except for the My Bloody Valentine remake, because I hadn't seen it before, and so I went home from the con, and I just wanted to see a Tom Atkins movie that I hadn't seen before, and there obviously is maybe two, and so I was like, okay, well, everyone tells me to watch My Bloody Valentine remake because I really love the first one. So I watched it, and if Tom Atkins wasn't in it, I wasn't happy.
No?
Yeah, any scene with him in it though, I enjoyed because it's Tom Atkins. But
I like the remake.
Yeah, that's why I like the remake.
I like
too.
the remake.
yeah.
So what you went with Halloween 3 to get him that you
Oh
signed?
yeah, I went for the classic, just him screaming into the phone. I knew he'd write "Stop It" on it like
Yeah,
he did.
see,
So.
I would have a hard time picking, just because I already have some of Halloween 3 signed by him.
Yeah.
But then like, I know there's Night of the Creeps, there's Maniac Cop, there's Creep Show, The Fog.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And he had 3 tables. I think he had like 30 feet, and they were all covered in different ones. It was really hard to choose what to go with. But so I just decided to just go for the classic.
classic.
Yeah, because they had these really cool posters too, and there's a really cool Halloween 3 poster, and then there was like a classic Night of the Creeps poster. So, and then also there's like Night of the Creeps with him like holding the shotgun. I knew he'd write "Thrill Me,"
Thrill Me.
it was hard to choose which one to get. But I was like, just get the classic him screaming into the phone like.
Stop
so,
it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I got I got one movie from all 3 of the big, like Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, and Arrow, and I think I did a blind buy from Severin for Return of the Living Dead Girls. And because the cover was really cool, and then he told me there was a lot of zombies and boobs in it, and it's 2 things that I like a lot.
There you go.
So,
Can't go wrong with that.
and then I got Wolf Guy from Arrow, and then from Vinegar Syndrome, I got this really cool box set, the Homegrown Horror, and it's this like beautiful box set, and the top comes off, and there's 3 movies in it, so it's really cool.
And I got the Scanner Cop box set that has part 1 and part 2 in it. It was really pretty too.
Yeah, because that one's really cool because the 2 that come out, they're in their own slipcovers too. So like you get a box and then the 2 slipcovers. That one was really awesome.
Yeah. All 3 of those booths were right by our booth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, you could
it was
see
taunting
them.
us
Yeah.
all weekend.
Anytime there was like a lull, if there was like just like 10 minutes without customers, I'd be like, I'm gonna go Google the movies again because I was trying to choose what to buy.
Right there.
I would have been in so much trouble.
Yeah, I had to take it easy. It was slightly easier to take it easy at those 3 booths because we're able to carry them in the store now.
Right.
So it's like normally it'd be like, okay, I don't have to pay
Yeah.
shipping, I have to get as many movies as I can, but a lot of the movies we have here, so it's kind of like, okay, but I know for you it's just a tradition, you have to get movies, so you
I think
Yeah.
I bought 2 at each.
yeah.
Yeah.
each table. Because I bought 6 movies altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is easier us just carrying them. Unlike years previous, we're flying home with suitcases
Yeah.
filled of just movies.
Yeah. Well, I had just because Arrow did like a big 50% off sale, and I had just spent like $400 on like 30 movies from them. So it was, but I still had to get something. And then I didn't
Yeah.
get.
Yeah,
I
you
hadn't
have
gotten
to get
Wolf Guy,
something.
so
Was Full Moon there? Did they have a booth?
Yes.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
I was saying.
Yeah. And both Richard and Charles was both there too.
Okay. So did they have any good sales? Like, I know the
I
one
didn't-
year they did a special sale on that Toulon case.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't see if they had any good sales. I walked by there a few times, but I didn't like pay attention to too much.
yeah, their booth was in a different spot.
Different spot.
So I didn't really get a chance to go over there.
Yeah. I did get a few autographs though. I was excited to do Courtney Gaines and John Franklin from Children of the Corn. That was very exciting for me. And then they were very nice. And Malcolm McDowell and Laura Park Lincoln from Friday the 13th Part 7. So yeah, they're all 4 were really nice. Very excited to add those to my collection.
Who did you go see twice? Because you got one
Oh,
for
John
your daughter.
Franklin. Yeah, I got one for my daughter because she
Yeah.
was very upset that I posted that. She's like, "Oh my God, Isaac!" Yeah, she loves Children of the Corn, so I went back and got one for her too. But yeah, they were all nice.
Yeah. And then at the end of the con, we ate dinner in between like Malcolm McDowell and Tom Savini
Savini,
and Kane
yeah.
Hodder. Everyone was in this. We were like, oh, this is interesting dinner.
Tony
that was
Todd.
cool.
Yeah,
he
Tony
was
Todd was in there.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
That was it. Did
Right.
any of them stop by the booth? Like, normally we do conventions, some of them will stop at the booth. But I know with how busy it
Well,
always is there.
We had such a small booth that we only got a 10 by 10. It was all that we could get. So
Yeah. Miguel Nunez Jr.
He
stopped by for like half
Yeah.
a second. He was running around all crazy.
Yeah, he was funny the whole
Yeah, he was really
weekend.
fun. He had a lot of energy.
Yeah, he does.
There's
I
those
saw-
enchiladas.
Yeah. I know him from Return of the Living Dead. But.
Emilio Rivera walked by. Like, he stopped, but there were so many people in front of our booth that he looked and just kept on going, which is
Yeah.
what a lot of people
lot of them
did.
do.
So
Daniel Roebuck stopped by too.
yeah.
Yeah. And I did introduce myself and talk to him since we're both in the Valentine Bluff fan film. So
Yeah, it was crazy though. We never really had, especially the first 2 days, we never had 5 minutes where we weren't like ringing someone up.
Right.
We were busy the entire time.
Yeah.
And there was always people waiting to look and see what we had, because we had this, we're used to having this like 10 by 30 booth that people can walk into and look at. But just because it was the only booth we were able to get, like, what was it, like over a year ago you
Yeah.
booked it? So
Yeah.
like it was just a 10 by 10 that we just had enough room for a table and that we sat behind. And so we would just get things for people. So it was kind of like you had to kind of wait in line just to get to the table to kind of see what we had in there. So I think, yeah, a lot of the people just passing by didn't really have time to, look
Yeah.
inside of it.
Yeah, and so Friday night, we did something a little different. We
yeah.
decided to go to the party, the after party. Usually we're so tired that we go to the room or go eat and then go pass out. But
Like a liquid
Well,
dinner.
this was our first time actually staying at the hotel.
yeah, so
though.
we stayed at the hotel, so it was convenient. So we went down, went in. I was hoping to, really party with Eric Bendel, but he didn't show up. So I think they pre-gamed a little too much. couldn't make it. But
Warholics.
yeah, we showed up and
Nice seeing you guys.
Yeah, I miss
And-
seeing all of them.
we had a couple of drinks, and then the way that the bartender made a vodka and cranberry there was equal parts vodka and cranberry.
Yeah, just
So it was like a 16-ounce cup, but it was 8 ounces of vodka and 8 ounces of
Yeah.
cranberry juice.
And it was not expensive vodka either.
No.
So it was
no,
like
no.
it was,
I'm not even sure what
Yeah.
kind of vodka that
and we
was.
skipped dinner that night because
Yeah.
we went right to the party. So
Yeah.
it was a liquid
So
dinner.
Saturday, I thought I was going to die. Man.
All three of us were just
We
like,
felt awful.
on Saturday.
All I could think of was, this is new carpet on the floor. How dirty could it be? Because I want to lay down on it right now. Yeah, so I'm too old to go drinking. So
it was a cute little fun party though. It was like New Year's Eve 1921 party from The Shining.
yeah,
Okay.
So
So
there's
So
like
they
flappers.
did the
Shining.
ballroom. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's people dressed as just in 20s, get up. And then there was some like Shining cosplays, but then there was also just a whole bunch of cosplays. That was the funnest part of the party for me, was just seeing all the people in like these like intense costumes, just like drinking and like dancing and having
Yeah.
fun. Like, because like during the day, usually they're taking their character pretty seriously, and then afterwards they're just all just laughing and drinking, and like Michael Myers drinking like
Yeah.
Coors Light through his mask and
Yeah.
stuff. So, and then there was a really good like a whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 crew there. And there was a really good Chop Top, and it was funny because I wanted to take a picture with him, but I was worried that if my girlfriend saw it, she'd be too scared, because like Chop Top, she's just terrified of Chop Top, and so I didn't take a picture with him. But then randomly he came up to me and wanted to get a selfie with me, so I was like, oh man, I'm getting a picture with him whether I like it or not.
Right.
So that was actually really funny. Like,
that was cool.
Of all people,
He looked
singled
really
me out.
good,
He was
too.
really good. Like, it was very authentic. Like
Yeah.
his vest was like brown leather with like, he went out and found like the patches and pins and stuff. Like, he did a really good job with his
Yeah.
costume.
All the cosplayers did really well. Everybody looked so good.
yeah, Buffalo Bill,
I saw your photo with Buffalo Bill.
hands down my favorite. That
Yeah,
was
man.
that
He
was
was
awesome.
rocking those thongs and those heels. He looked great.
I've never
loved
seen
it.
Philip get up like that fast to get a photo of someone. He just
I
handed
want
me
that
his
picture.
phone. Like,
That's the one cosplayer Philip got a picture with. And here I am with everybody. Ooh, I want a picture. Ooh, I want a picture.
yeah. And then the one that I cared about, which was I think the only picture that I took, was the H3
Witch,
girl.
yeah.
I was thinking it's like horror glitter on Instagram or something.
Yes.
But the H3 witch, and she had glued like cockroaches all over her mask and stuff, and her outfit was really cool. So I was like, Christy, we gotta
Yeah,
get a
yeah, we gotta take a
picture.
picture. That was a good picture.
I'm sure you were excited with the Jester from Slaughter High.
Yes,
Oh, I'm very
Marty.
excited.
Yeah,
Marty.
Joe Sauter. Thank you, Joe, for doing that.
Creep me
it was
out.
actually his birthday that day too, Joe's.
Oh.
But yeah, Marty from Slaughter High. That was really cool. So I put that on my Instagram, and I asked the question if everybody knew who that was and what the movie was. Most everybody got it right, but some of y'all who said dolls, no, Slaughter High. Sorry.
And the 60% of you that didn't say anything
Right.
Yeah.
because you didn't know.
Because you didn't know.
You're wrong,
Slaughter
too.
High, Marty.
He scared me. 'Cause he just walked up, and like we were in conversation doing something, and then he walked up, and I was just like, ugh. I was like, this guy's creepy. And then he just like stared at you, and I was like, oh man, what's about to go down? And then you already knew who it was, and you were like, oh my god, you're so
I
excited.
love that movie. It's so cheesy. It's so 80s. But the sad thing, though, the actor, I think, after that had committed suicide sometime after that movie. The actor that played Marty. But yeah.
Well,
It was
way
a
to
good
bring down the
movie.
room.
Sorry. I don't know. Everybody kept telling me that too when I posted the picture. I mean, I already knew that information, but yeah.
You would think people that visit the store would know, because we play the movie quite a lot on the TV.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on there all the time. But I still didn't know who the guy was when he walked up.
Me neither.
Because they walk right up to you like, hey, it's me, and I don't know you.
Yeah, I was.
That's where you just be like, oh, cool, how are you?
Yeah. Well, that's what I always do. I was like, hey, how's it going? And I had no clue. And then Christy will come up and go, oh, that's Joe, right? No, how would I? He's got a mask on. How would I know that?
I knew.
Yeah, Christy knew who it was. All right, no, I don't think Christy cares. If you're just in cosplay and walk up, she's like, hey, how's it going? Let's take a picture.
Yeah.
So,
My other favorite cosplayer was the Nate Corpse.
Oh man,
He had
that
done
was
his
so good.
Oh, yeah.
costume really
that with
well.
the cake.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had the platter with like the head and the candles lit up and everything.
oh, yeah.
And he had put a bunch of moss and stuff on his mask, so it was even more like it was a Tots mask, I think, but he kind of did it up a little bit, and it looked really cool. he tore up his suit and he looked really legit.
Yeah.
So that was the other person I chased down the con floor trying to get a picture of.
Yeah. So overall it was great.
It was
good
weekend.
fun.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Mm-hmm.
So and then we
Tony
drove
Todd
back.
was there.
Yeah, Tony Todd had a line.
He had a line, and Tom Atkins had a line.
Yeah.
Both of them had really
And
long
of course
lines.
Kane had a line.
Kane.
Yeah.
Every time I went by
And I
there.
McDowell, he had a line. He had his own room, and Corey Taylor.
Mm-hmm. He had to come on Sunday because he didn't finish his line on Saturday. Because he was supposed to not be there on Sunday, Tony Todd.
Oh, okay.
And then, but the line was so big that it was like capped like 2 hours before they closed. And then I think they just convinced him to just come like for a couple hours the next day to finish everyone off that was already in line. And they got a ticket or something. So, so the line was long, but also it probably means he was spending a good amount of time with each fan, which I always like. So that's cool.
Yeah, Tony's really nice. He does like to talk to his fans. I met him first at Flashback Weekend in 2019. I met him there, and he just sat there and just talked to me like we known each other all our whole lives.
Yeah.
It's great. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. So with that, Candyman will be here this Saturday.
Yes.
So we're gonna have Tony Todd, and then we have Jeremy the Balloon Guy is gonna be here also. We confirmed that.
He's really good at making balloons.
Yes,
Yeah.
He can probably make some bees and hooks and
Yeah.
all
I'm sure he'll
that.
make bees and hooks.
I'm sure he can make all that for everybody.
And then Brian got Gray's.
Yeah, we have our friends Gray's Banana Pudding coming back.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they made us a special banana pudding for this, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's
honey
going
or
to be a honey flavor.
Ooh,
pudding.
Nice.
So,
Well, that'd be fun.
yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, that stuff is always so good.
It is.
And Tony has a lot of new posters and pictures and stuff to sign and purchase. And then we have some of the action figures.
Got the action figures. We'll have that to sign. And then we also have these posters from Chris Butler Designs. And these posters are only made for us, for Nightmare Toys. They're exclusive to us, so we'll have these posters for sale too to get signed, so that's really cool. And we'll have all of this on the website after. It'll all be autographed, and it'll be on the website after the event.
And I think they're...
We've got some shirts, I think, coming.
Yep, we have some shirts that literally just delivered. We'll have those for the event. And then our friend Sean from NECA Horror, I worked with him on getting our pins. Unfortunately, the pins are stuck in customs. COVID screws everything up as always. But we came up with a backup plan. We're going to have a limited number of flag banners for the event, and then he's going to make us up some cutout standees that eventually we'll be using in the restaurant. So it'll be our first look at those.
Yeah, he makes really cool cutouts too. I just had him make me one of the Demons ones from the soundtrack with like the hand holding all the audience or whatever. So I'm excited to see what he does for Candyman.
So we'll have plenty of Candyman merch to get signed or purchase after the event or whatever. We'll have tons of merch for that, and it's from 1 to 4 on Saturday.
Yeah.
When does this come out? When do we usually put these podcasts out?
Fridays.
So tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
So 1 to 4, and it's $60 for the autograph, $60 for a photo, and I think he's printing out 8x10s though, right?
Yeah, and it's going to have our logo on it.
On it.
So they're printing out. They're going to take a picture with their camera, and then it prints out for you.
So you'll get like a nice 8x10 like you would get at a convention when you're doing a photo op.
Oh, cool.
Or you can do a combo of both, and it's $90 for that. So that's the pricing for him.
That's cool. They print out like a selfie like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Or like a backdrop or whatever.
Yeah, we'll have a backdrop. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, we'll have our stuff up there.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, that's this Saturday. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
I guess. Tomorrow. And we've got our new clothing room. Our expansion is open now. 2,000 square feet more. And we're putting out Dylan's favorite products today, all the Halloween decorations that he had to input into the computer.
All the Halloween decorations I ordered that you
Yeah.
get to put in the computer.
Yeah, well, I'm done for what's come in so far. I think
Yeah.
only half of it has shown up,
Yeah.
but I just finished before we started
Yeah.
this, getting everything in. So.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
Tons of cool Halloween decorations. I made sure
Yeah.
to order stuff that you're not going to find at other stores like Spirit and Walmart and Party City. So we have a lot of different things,
Yeah.
different Halloween decorations.
Yeah, and then we've got a lot of new stuff. We got the new purses from Trick or Treat. We've got new pops in.
Yeah, we just got the Reagan poppin', so
Yeah,
we'll have
Reagan.
those up
From Exorcist.
on the website and the floor. So
Yeah, and then
the Elvira
lots
doll.
Elvira's here and shipping. So if you email me about your Elvira, it should already be there. You should already have it. And
We haven't gotten anything from NECA.
but I did get an email today.
Yay. An email.
So they're getting ready to ship us all of the Jason Part 7s
Yay.
What?
and Frankensteins that everybody's had for 6 years now, and except us. And we're restocking a whole bunch of plushies and some other. I know
older
Ghost
figures.
Ghostface figures.
I think Chucky. is-
I'm not sure if that was on there or not, but we're restocking a lot of stuff. And then what else?
So we can say one more time. We got an email now, finally,
Right.
from NECA
Yeah.
that they're going to
Oh.
ship here
That just
soon.
That just says that.
yeah.
They
They're
say they're
going to ship. So
That's at
could
least
be
it's a
2
small
weeks.
step forward.
yeah, Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're
There's
on
your
the way.
update.
yeah, yeah. So and
They're slow.
we've hired somebody else to come in. Grace is going to start doing some email stuff so that we can update people a little bit better, or if you have a question, your email will get answered maybe a little bit sooner, because obviously when we go out of town, we don't have time to just sit down and answer a whole bunch of emails. So we hired somebody to try to take us to that next level, and she's super nice, and she'll be real helpful in letting you know where your order's at. And then also, we're going to try to do updates, like a monthly update on our social media, maybe, and just put it in the story all the time. And
Maybe send out an email or something
Yeah.
to update people. We understand we probably need to update people more often, but again, we can't.
a lot of times
if
there's
we're not
just not
getting
an
updated,
update.
then there
nothing
just
to
isn't
say.
an update to update you.
Right.
So
But I think it is a good idea, just a
just to
monthly,
say something.
just like
Yeah.
we know,
Yeah.
this is what we're still waiting on. As soon as we get it,
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're working on that, and so that ought to. We are trying to improve that, and I know Anthony, our salesperson from Trick or Treat Studios, sent us an update on all of their products.
Yes,
So we might compose something in the next day or so and get it out on social media on updates on some of their products. But I mean, honestly, Trick or Treat, there's really never a.
No, we don't have issues
Yeah,
with
it-
Trick or Treat.
It's like
Things
a
might get
legit
pushed.
issue if
right.
if they have something.
Yeah, sometimes things get pushed like a month or two or something, but that's the thing, is usually we'll get notified, like, hey,
Yeah.
this is, and like that's kind of what that email said, was a whole bunch of like, this is all on time, this is on time, this is getting pushed a month, is getting pushed a month, or
Right.
whatever. So that's kind of, like kind of what we'll be doing too for our customers, is just like, this is all the pre-orders that we have, here's the status updates with them.
Yeah.
Right.
So
They did
But-
say, like, the Good Guy doll, which is the one product that everybody keeps asking us about, they did say it's going to be November before anybody gets Good Guy dolls.
yeah, or most
Yeah.
of their stuff, like all their stuff for the 2021 catalog should be coming out in
Should
October.
be coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got the Shao Kahn mask.
Yeah.
it's really
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's
big.
big.
It's so
But
big.
it's cool.
I love it.
Yeah, very cool.
So big. I just looked at it like, how are we going to ship this?
Yeah.
In
like
a big box.
Like, it would have made more sense for them to have them individually boxed rather than 2 in a giant box.
More sense for us.
More
not
sense
for
for
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But I'm just like, this is so big.
It's big.
And it's not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be like
I thought it was going to be latex.
yeah, I thought it was going to be a
just-
giant latex.
I mean, I
And
didn't
it's-
see a description or anything on it. Just based on the photos, I just assumed it would be a latex mask. But it's kind of more like a helmet, which is pretty
yeah.
cool.
So it's like the Scorpion and Sub-Zeros.
Yeah.
So which makes sense.
Yeah.
Keep the line all similar, so it was cool.
Did you take yours out of the box?
No, not yet. I will.
Yeah, people demand photos.
Yeah.
I will take photos.
I'm people.
I will have masks or photos of me in the Shao Kahn mask.
Soon, huh?
Yep.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
All right. And we got a whole new load of T-shirts in today.
Mm-hmm.
So
We'll
we'll have that out.
Very excited for those.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
We got in.
But those shirts will only be for in-store,
in-store
though.
only.
Yeah.
Come to Vegas, buy
Yeah.
some cool shirts.
Yeah.
yeah. And then what else did we get in new?
We are fully stocked finally on the Talking Good Guys.
Good guys, yeah.
The
Yeah.
Mezcos.
The Mezco ones.
Which we will not be stocked for long.
No.
Yeah.
Like that's just one of those products that we cannot keep on the shelf. Like as soon as we get them within like 2 weeks. I mean, we got a lot this time, so it might last us. But I doubt we'll have them for a month.
Yeah.
Like those are just the things we get asked about all the time. And same thing where I think the last time we had them was like a year ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I might buy one.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna buy it.
I saw, or this morning we ordered the,
The Scarred.
Scarred Chucky from Mezco. Same thing as
The
MVS.
Okay, the menacing one.
No.
No,
Or
Scarred.
The Scarred
Scarred.
Chucky.
Yeah.
We've
Oh
had
yeah,
him
the
before.
medicine is the hand.
Yeah, we've
Oh yeah,
had
the
it
menacing
before.
one was the hand, the knife hand.
And so I think it's going to come out January to March of next year is when we'll get them. But we ordered several hundred, but those won't last either.
I mean, we have one that came in the box with like missing one of the hands. So so we just opened it up and put it on. Like that's if we get a damaged thing or whatever. Usually we'll just put it on display out in the store. And so we've been sold out of that one for like months and months now, and we've
Yeah.
had one that we just replaced. Like it was missing one of the hands, so it was fine enough to put on display, and people like offer us like a stupid amount of money for that one, like weekly.
Yeah.
Like they're like, well, what if I give like $200? And it's like it's $100 figure, and it's missing a hand, and it's not in the box. And
Right.
we're like, no, it's ours, you know. But like, so
I would say we need something to hold up Annabelle's head.
yeah, we need something to hold Annabelle's head. So,
Well, all
so
right.
get those if you want them.
Yeah, and if you want anything like that, you can always go to the website and find the product and join the wait list. And then as soon as we restock, it will send you an email, and then that way you can order, because like I said, they're not going to last. So if you don't get it, or if you don't get on the wait list, then they could be sold out before you even realize that they're back in stock.
And you can't have ours.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't buy ours. So
I mean, there's a number.
yeah.
There's a
Oh,
number,
yeah.
but
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not willing to pay it.
Yeah. Yeah. So all right, we got anything else for this week?
I think that's it.
All right, guys. Well, we are going to get out of here, and we will see you next Friday.
Don't forget.
Yeah.